Welcome back to another video. My name is Tatiana, and today we're going to go over my Steam year in review for 2023. This is something Steam started offering, kind of giving you an overview of how many games you've played, achievements, how many days you played consecutively, a whole bunch of information about your habits on their platform. And I really love when companies offer this. I really like Spotify, how they do this every year, and I've really liked being able to see my habits over the year. So let's go ahead and look at mine for 2023, and then we'll compare my 2022 one and maybe how big of a difference a Steam Deck actually made in my personal gaming habits. And if you want to check out your Steam year in review for 2023, you can go ahead on the home page right now and just click on it. It's right there as like the top banner, and then you'll be able to see yours as well. So when you click on your Steam year in review for 2023, it'll open up and just immediately give you an overview of what you played this year and some of the achievements, just like a quick overview of the stats. The first stat it gave me was how many games I played this year, which is 54 games in total is what I played. Tatiana, editor's note, just in here for a second. When I go to the bottom of my stats and export like the thing you're supposed to post on social media, it says I actually played 85 games this year and not 54. Everything else, all the other stats seem to be correct, so I'm not sure why this statistic is wrong. So I actually played 85 games because your girl has no life. But anyway, just a little clarification. And it was 41 new games, and then it says one demo, which y'all know is not true. I've played a ton more demos. You guys know I usually tell you that I've tried a lot of demos when I make videos, for example, the game lists videos. So I for sure have played more than one. So it's a little weird that it says one, and I don't even know which demo it's considered the one demo I've played. 368 achievements have been unlocked, and that's really cool. I actually thought I did not unlock a lot of achievements. I actually don't notice when I unlock them. I'm not a huge like achievements go-getter unless I like really love the game and then I'm trying to 100% like all the achievements. So I was actually really surprised it was that high. I didn't even realize I was unlocking them, honestly, like throughout the year. So that was really cool. I kind of felt a little proud of myself that I achieved some of those achievements. 22 days was my longest streak, and I played 7 days. So I think that's just like you logging in every single day and playing a game every single day. And then it gives your top 3 games. And for me, I'm not surprised. It's My Time at Sandrock. That game still has me in a chokehold, and it's been like over a month it's been out. And they're releasing new content. I literally will never stop playing that game. I feel like I'll just be playing that game forever at this point. Traveler's Rest, which I'm also not surprised about, and Core Keeper, which is interesting because Core Keeper actually is in the same spot it was for my 2022 Steam in review. So I'm not surprised by those top 3 games at all. I definitely would say I've played the heck out of those. I played a heck out of those games. Next up is how you compare, where it kind of shows how you stack against the rest of the Steam community. And I don't fully understand what the median is. I guess it's just your average. Like the Steam median is 16 for my achievements. It's 4 for the amount of games I've played. And then it's 5 for the longest streak. And all I'm going to go by is the sparkles. So I guess it's pretty high for achievements considering I have a lot of sparkles. So the next stat is pretty interesting. It's showing different stats from new releases to games you've played that are 1 to 7 years old, or games that are even older than that, maybe released 8 years or more. And I stacked up so different compared to an average Steam player. So it says 58% of the games that I played were new releases in 2023, whereas an average Steam player only has a 9% rating of like playing new releases during 2023. And I think that's really interesting. I think it's interesting just how low an average Steam player plays a new release. I'm sure it's because of games that are just long-standing that people have been playing for years and years and years. Games that are like in esports, as an example. They've been around for a long time. They're updated over a long time. And so people continue to play them. And I feel like maybe a majority of people on Steam are playing those games. So it makes sense that they wouldn't be playing a lot of new games, but 9%, like I thought that was so low. The next stat that it gives you is a graph basically of the type of games that you gravitated towards. And this one actually made me laugh because Lego is on there as a category for some reason. Like I haven't even played any Lego games that like it would be picking up. Well, I guess I have. I've played like Lego Batman, but like I don't feel like I've played it enough to like have it on here. It's kind of funny when I compare 2022 and this one. It's kind of weird because I still think it's a mesh of both of them. I definitely played more detective games this year, but it's really weird Lego is there. I just thought that was kind of funny. So I think it's pretty accurate, and I think last year's was accurate, but I still think I'm a good mesh of survival and, you know, because that was last year's, and like life sims and stuff like that. Then it goes and shows you a closer look of the games that you played. So it starts with your top games. I think it gives you the top 5. So My Time at Sandrock is there. It does the same thing for Traveler's Rest, same thing for Core Keeper, and same thing for Roots of Pacha, which was my 4th game. And then Shadows of Doubt, which again, I am not surprised that game is on here. I really loved Shadows of Doubt. Then it just gives you playtime by month, which is kind of like, you can kind of hover over it and it'll show you like the percentage of all the games you played. So there's that stat. I wasn't too interested in that stat because I kind of already, based on my top 5, know what I was playing during those months. And then it shows for me that I've played on more than one device, because I do have a LCD Steam Deck. I got it as a gift last year, but I think these stats are really interesting because I think the reason my stats for 2023 compared to 2022 are so different on Steam is solely because of my Steam Deck. It's actually interesting. It says I've split my playtime between PC and Steam Deck, which I was actually very surprised by. I'm so sure I've spent more time playing the Steam Deck than actually playing on my PC, because again, I love to sit down and cuddle up. I play the Steam Deck almost every night before bed for a little bit, which you shouldn't do. You shouldn't be looking at a screen, but I'm bad and I do that. Don't copy me. It does say, as a little disclaimer, in the next section we'll look at where it talks about Steam Deck, it did say that it doesn't count all the time I haven't played online. I'm usually online because I'm in my home, usually at like my couch or something. I though have taken it to doctor's appointments, long car trips quite a few times, and so those are a couple hours that are like missing basically from compared to Windows. So I'm sure it's a little bit more on the Steam Deck, but it's probably not enough to make a huge dent in this like statistics that they gave you. It shows this really cool graphic. It's actually funny because I have an LCD one, but it's showing the new OLED, like, you know, they just took that marketing thing they had for the OLED and just kind of threw it over here, which is kind of funny because I don't have the OLED. Kind of wish I did, but I don't. So then there's the longest daily streak, which I have blurred a game out. It's because it's a game that was an alpha, that was a Kickstarter, and I'm not gonna let you guys know what it is. I don't know if it's in this video that I would get in trouble. Block that one out, but those are some of the games that I played, and I did play games with my sister. I played games with myself a lot. I was just playing a lot of games. And then it just kind of shows you like a big like grid of all the games you played, and it kind of just shows every single game. And then that's it. It kind of just thanks you for being a part of the Steam community and that you can share it, add it to your profile, you can share it with your friends. So it's kind of interesting to see my habits have changed, not only from 2022, but just to see like how different they've been in 2023. And even the types of games I played this year have been a bit different according to the stats. I don't know, it's just kind of interesting to see all these stats. I like stats like that and tracking habits and things like that. Let me know what your top games were on Steam, which ones it said were your favorites or the ones you spent the most time in. It's kind of funny because the next video that's going to be coming out very soon after this one is about my top 10 favorite games of the year. So it'll be kind of interesting to see if Steam knows which ones were my favorites. Like, it says the ones I played the most, but were they my favorites? Drama and tea. Coming in the next video, we'll see what my top 10 are across all platforms, and then we'll see if how accurate Steam was with the ones that were my favorite. Thank you so much for watching and supporting this channel. I'll see y'all real soon. Remember to stay safe, hug your loved ones, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.